motherfucking emery for y'all. A little motherfucking walls. Y'all hear it. I see what it is. That's how I'm feeling today, man. That's what it is, man. We in this bitch. Another episode of Fire in the Hole. It's your boy Jimmy Marr, a.k.a. the Underground King, a.k.a. Chuck Norris's how you say that word? Illegitimate. Illegitimate son. Oh my God! I see. I'm a fucking retard. Anyway, yeah, man, we in here, man. Turn my shit off, man. These niggas heard it. They saw what it was. They heard what it was. I don't know if y'all watching or listening. I don't know if I need another blunt. I don't know what it is, niggas, but we here, man. Yo, I just want to thank y'all off the rip. Just all the support, all the love y'all motherfuckers has been given. It's just remarkable. It's unreal. It's unreal, man. Y'all make us invincible. Y'all make us invincible every time y'all niggas tune in. Y'all check for some real shit, and it just makes me want to come back at each and every week and just give y'all that real talk, dog. You know what I mean? I was hanging out with a comic buddy of mine the other day, man. You know, I don't really like to give too many niggas too much light on my show, especially if I don't really fuck with them and shit like that. But, you know, I was hanging out with this nigga, man. And, you know, I always talk about how comics, we're misfits. We're misfits, man. Each and every last one of us. You know, we're like mutants in the fucking school of Xavier. What's the name of that school that Xavier has in Westchester for the X-Men? You know what I'm talking about. I don't think that we should frown upon each other just because we're weirdos in different ways. You know what I mean? The X-Mansion, yes, Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. That's it. That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. And for some reason, all comedy clubs is that fucking refuge for all of us misfits, all of us mutants. And I just think that we got to just stop. We got to get over ourselves, man. I keep saying this shit. Somebody was just trying to hate on this comic. Yes, he's an all the way the fuck weirdo. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This nigga is a space cadet. He is the first alien to land on fucking Earth. Yes. His name is Wild Will. He's been a fucking rook in the comedy industry in New York for 20 years. And he a wild boy. Yo, my nigga, first of all, so the dude was just like, yo, why you be fucking with Will and all that shit? You be smoking weed with him? First of all, I don't smoke weed with Will, okay? Will is homeless. He's out here on the streets. This nigga be having all kind of wild bumps around his face and mouth, okay? His fingers is dirty, like he's been fixing cars. Like, I give Will the end of the blunts that I smoke. That's what I do. So if you ever see me exchanging anything, it's not an exchange. It's me giving. I take nothing back from Will, all right? And it just seemed like the nigga was kind of jealous of Wild Will, man. Like, you know, I just had to tell him, like, you niggas is brand new. Wild Will been here forever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's crazy on stage now talking this wild shit. He'll say some shit like, why is a helicopter flying under the water when the dinosaurs is in Brooklyn waiting for a milkshake? I don't know what that shit means, okay? That shit reminds me of this crazy rock band that was on fucking Warped Tour called Valiant Thor, and the fucking lead singer, in between one of the breakdowns, he would go and have this moment where he's just rambling about a bunch of bullshit. He's like, the motherfucking government's out here killing out dinosaurs and shit like that. I was like, hold up, my nigga. You think the government took out the dinosaurs? But But, you know, Wild Will, one of those kind of niggas like Wild Will say wild shit on stage, but before he got crazy, yeah, that's them. That's them. The lead singer's the nigga in the redhead, with the red beard. That's him. Wild Will, before he was Wild Will, this nigga used to be regular. When he first came through at the Uptown Comedy Club, the nigga name was William Bradham. And he used to have a joke that made sense. Hi, I'm William Bradham. I'm from Virginia. I just moved to New York, and I met a girl, and she gave me her phone number. 555-434. When I get her area code, she and I gonna spend a lot of time together. I don't know if that shit funny to anybody, but that nigga thought that shit was funny. This was his bit. So I don't know how the nigga metamorphosized to this space cadet on stage. You know, so I just don't I'm not a nigga that's gonna turn away from anybody, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm into weirdos, dog. I'm not gonna judge you off of nothing, man. I think Wild Will, I think he's dope for the game, and we need him, and I think he's funny. And man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man. We family. If y'all fucking with me for real, y'all fucking with me for real, man. Yo, dog, I remember I was homeless. My mom's kicked me out the house, right? And I was performing at this shit called the Bronx BBQs. The big homie Capone, he used to do this comedy Saturday night up there, comedian named Capone. He used to do this shit on Saturdays up there. That's the joint that I got stabbed up at. I almost died. I was fighting those 13 niggas and all that shit. And motherfucking Will was hanging out that day. And yeah, that's Capone. Yeah, man. That nigga, yo, bro, he a wild boy, son. You know, I think that he's a natural talent, but he's a known joke thief at the same token, and that's crazy. I don't condone joke thieving in no way, form, or fashion. If you see a nigga out here doing a nigga joke and you know he doing a nigga joke, you motherfuckers should be like the hecklers in Malcolm X when the niggas was yelling out, "Get your hand out my pocket!" Joke thieving is a bad thing in the comedy community, and every comic know what the fuck I'm talking about. But back to William Bradham, Wild Will, I told him that, you know, I got kicked out my mom's house, and he was like, "Well, you can come and stay with me, Jimmy." And I was like, "Oh, that's really nice of you. Let me get some bud. Let's if we go do this, let's make this work." So the nigga, he said, "Can you buy me a deuce or a 40 of St. Ives?" I said, "You can get whatever you want." Bought the nigga 40. We go to the nigga. I thought the nigga, this was his crib. But the door, when we got into the building, we walked all the way up to the last floor. Okay. And when we went to the door we were entering was already ajar. I'm like, hold up. He's like, "Yeah, come in." This nigga was basically squatting in an apartment, and I didn't know what was going on at first, and then when I realized what the fuck this nigga Wild Will was doing, it's mad newspapers, papers, all kind of wild shit on the floor. Cotton. The house is in disarray. It's a mess. It's a mess. This shit reminds me of a stripper bitch crib that I went to from Caesar Videos over at Hunts Point, Went to this bitch crib one day. This bitch house smelled like the inside of a Nintendo, nigga. Yeah, you know the old Nintendo you had to blow inside where you used to see the roach eggs in there? Yeah, that's how that bitch house smelled. So this nigga got this shit looking, this crazy in there. And he wouldn't tell me the truth. So I had a book of matches. And I said, yo, my man, after I smoked the blunt, you know I'm looking for an activity. I was young, dumb, and stupid. I go, yo, tell me the truth, dog. Is this your house or not? And he was like, Jimmy, don't play. I struck the match and threw it in a different direction where there was paper at. I said, I'm going to ask you again. Hey, yo, my nigga, there was a baby fire going on in that apartment. That nigga put the fire out, was like, all right, this isn't my house. I just came. I've been living here for 2 weeks. This is my room. And this nigga showed me a room in the house that was spotless. I'm talking about spotless. Every other part of this house was in danger. This part of the house looks like a room you should be renting. He could have put that shit on Airbnb. Nigga be like, yo, I'm coming. I want that room for a week. I said, yo, wow, well, you a wild boy, my nigga. Like, there's some wild niggas in comedy, dog. Comedy, this journey in comedy, dog. I remember when the game was fun. You know, when I first was coming up, I was first coming in the game. I'm talking about before all these niggas got famous. Like Tracy Morgan was always crazy. Like y'all niggas don't know. That nigga was always Donkey Kong Jr. in the head. It didn't make a difference. But you know, Boston Comedy Club days back in the day. I don't know if you guys even know about the Boston Comedy Club. But let me put you on to the Boston Comedy Club. The Boston Comedy Club was a club in the Village on 3rd Street between Thompson and Sullivan. It was owned by New York Entertainment's CEO, Barry Katz. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Barry Katz. He's managed people like Dave Chappelle, Jay Moore, he's had his hands on a lot of different people. Like the list goes on. All right. So this is his club. All right. So I'm a young nigga just happy to be in the mix. I'm like 16 and a half. Just happy to be in the mix down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was a hell of a scene. You had people like Judah Freelander, Ben Bailey on the White Knights, Todd Berry, fucking Dave Chappelle will come in at any moment. And if you were on the list, you can forget about it because he's about to do 3 hours on stage. Yeah, and if you was like a barker, out on the street for the club, soliciting people into the club, you know, you were honored when Dave Chappelle popped up, and it was so easy for you to get people to come in. Hey, you guys want to come in? Dave Chappelle's in, $10 right now, 1 drink minimum instead of 2. And people will hop right on that, bro. Like, you trying to get people to come in the club or any, it's like pulling a fucking tooth out of a fucking rebellious rebel that don't want the tooth to come out, you know? And here I am talking about teeth. But dude, it was just an element about the Boston Comedy Club, but the night of all nights, dog, was this Sunday night. Now, I know y'all heard me talk about the New York Kings of Comedy and all that shit, and I may have said some things about those niggas, but there's one nigga out of that group of motherfuckers, and his name is Talent, and he's a super funny motherfucker. I don't take nothing away from nobody. If I ever talk shit about somebody on this show, I've also point out their goods, and I've also told you guys to support them still. You know, at some point with your help, you can help wake them up and let them know that their etiquette and their behavior isn't acceptable, and you disapprove of it. And you can show that by stop supporting them for a moment, but or voicing your grievance to them in some way, form, or fashion. You know, but Sunday nights was fucking epic. You know, my niggas, I was a new jack during that time. Okay, I was a new jack. Like on Sundays, the new jack segment, Talent would let 3 motherfuckers go on, and you had 5 minutes. You had 5 minutes. Sometimes it just took niggas 30 seconds before the crowd had the nigga up out of there. But damn, nigga, that's when all the bitches was out. All the bad bitches was out flossing. All the niggas with money. All the hood figures. All the niggas in the industry that was somebody. Rappers, producers, you know, execs. You know, like everybody named Mama used to come through there, dog. You know what I mean? And as far as talent goes, man, I mean, meaning acts. Shit, we had like greats like Mike Epps. We had greats like fucking Kevin Hart, fucking Freddie Ricks. You guys, this guy Freddie Ricks, what a treat. What a real treat on stage. All these impersonations. He takes you into this imaginary place. Chris Rock, Robin Williams. Oh my God. Dude, I met fucking Robin Williams at the Boston Comedy Club one night. On a Sunday fucking night, dog. This is when he was in town doing his motherfucking this was years ago. This is years ago, man. This is like 98, 99, something like that, 2000 maybe. He was doing a special, and he was in town. He was working the cellar. But he came to the black night. Because let's just, fuck that. That's what it was. It was nigger night. All right? He came up in that black night, and nigga, motherfuckers was astonished. He was so humble, so kind, so nice. Will Sylvans was there. Myself, this comedian named Franz Cassis, that's my homie. He's a fucking lunatic. You know, he's very militant and definitely misunderstood, you know, but I love him. I love him regardless. You know, assalamu alaikum, brother. Keep your head up, Franz, you know. Real militant, but yo, he was kind of hating on Robin Williams that night, dog. He's like, y'all niggas all getting groupied out when a motherfucker like that come around. I mean, y'all acting like he an Oscar winner. I was like, first of all, if he's an Oscar winner or not, dude, that's fucking Robin Williams. Mark and fucking Mindy. Not new, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about right now, Franz? And if I'm not mistaken, he is a fucking Oscar winner. He did win an Oscar. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. I'm almost sure we going back and forth with this shit, right? But before I even got there, before Robin Williams left, I couldn't even speak the whole entire time that he was in our presence. I was just in awe all this time. And then I finally had the courage to say something to him. And I said, it's an honor to meet you. And he looked me in my eyes. And this motherfucker said, no, Captain. It's an honor to meet you. You're the future. And gave me a warm hug. I've never experienced nothing like that from what the Matrix calls a celebrity. This is how I knew he was a human being. He's just like Dave Grohl. He's just like Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. He's just a regular human being. Robin Williams said those words, no. Oh my God. That blew me away. The fucking Boston Comedy Club, man, it's brought so many. That's where I met Dave Chappelle for the first time. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother time, but I mean, I've seen a lot, man. I've done a lot in the Boston Comedy Club / the Bag It In, which was the Irish bar right up under. Oh man, I mean, one time we was in front of the Boston Comedy Club and I was being super nice to talent because I got there late to get to the motherfucking, to get on the New Jack segment list. So I'm being super nice, helping people on the line and letting talent see me helping and stuff like that. So when I throw my shot for the New Jack segment, he's going to be like, all right, Jim, you second, whatever. So we're out front and my big brother, Masavia Guerrero, was there that day. Will was upstairs seating people. Will Savants was seating people. And I remember this chick. This bitch was bad. Fat ass. Nice weave. This is before I even knew about lip gloss and how lip gloss could be popping. This bitch had that happening. This bitch had the Candy Girl lips. New edition. Candy Girl. Yeah. Bitch was mean. Leaned up when some other nigga on the motherfucking car posted up. The nigga got his hand on her ass inside the cuff, the crease of her ass. Best way to have a conversation with a bitch. Ladies, you ever want your nigga to pay full attention to you when you talking? Let him grope your ass. Let him grip the creases of your ass. Let him know. Yeah, and he go look you in the eyes the whole time you talking to him. Yeah, real niggas respect shit like that. That gets their attention. Talent and I, so we there, niggas done check shorty out, whatever. My nigga, so we sitting there and we're calling people's names and all that shit. Well, I'm saying we. Talent, I'm just there, just trying to get on stage, y'all. I'm just keeping it honest, man. Fuck all that. And motherfucking some big nigga came out of nowhere and mushed the bitch, like yanked her out of the motherfucking, if this was a camera shot, this nigga, you remember those things they used to stick out on stage with the hook to pull the nigga off the stage? That's what this nigga looked like, the way he yanked this bitch out of the picture and got in front of the nigga that was chilling on the motherfucking car and proceeded to commence to whooping this motherfucker's ass. A barrage of fucking blows. I'm talking about, it looked like Mike Tyson Punch Out. The way this nigga had, fuck that. This was Rocky IV when Drago had the nigga Apollo in the corner just rummaging this nigga with blows redundantly, non-stop. This nigga that was being hit, it's like his body and his nerves didn't register. Wait a moment, we're under attack. Okay? This motherfucker got at least 7 blows to the head. I don't know what happened. I guess the big nigga needed to reload with a breath of fresh air. And in the midst of that reloading, that's when it downloaded inside the nigga that was getting whipped out. You're under attack. Get out of here. And that nigga bolted the fuck out of there. Like, dizzy and all that shit, but he found his way through the crowd out of there. And then he looked at that bitch, and she was just standing there like a deer in headlights. Yo, my nigga, all I remember is them walking away and this nigga punching her in her head hitting the motherfucking telephone booth, you know, the little metal joint where the phone be inside, not the booth that, you know, just the little thing. It's just the outline protector. You know what I mean? Like for the phone booth in New York City. It's a weird setup, but hit her head in that shit. This bitch head bounced right back, and she just kept walking with the nigga. They got in the car. I ain't gonna even hold y'all up. I thought we was gonna never see them again, dog. We saw those motherfuckers 3 weeks later, sitting front row, laughing and joking together. I'm dead serious. It's not like I'm sitting here promoting domestic violence in any way, form, or fashion. Protect our women at all states. But my G, this is why I don't get involved with feuds between lovers. Because, my nigga, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. You don't know what the fuck they going through. I know I get so passionate about the shit that I talk about, but this is just a wow aspect for you motherfuckers to look at it, because y'all don't be a hero. I've seen niggas get shot in the stomach for trying to defend a nigga bitch that was going through some shit with her man. Mind your business, B. I'm not saying, yo, my nigga, I'm going to just sit there and let some crazy shit go down. Like, nah. But at the end of the day, choose your battles, because you may not make it to the war. And this is just factual. Boston Comedy Club was just a wild fucking, that's where I started drinking. That's where it was just a huge part of my teenage years growing up in comedy. You know what I mean? I remember when I first met Colin Quinn and all these people like Ray Romano, fucking Daryl Hammond, you know, but like Colin Quinn was like one of my childhood heroes. I used to watch this show when I was a teenager called Remote Control. I know there's like a lot of you young kids, you don't even know what the fuck that is, but it was an Adam Sandler show, but Adam Sandler always puts his homies on, and at that time I guess he was in good pockets with Colin Quinn, and that's how I discovered Colin Quinn. He would say these obnoxious things and these rude things and stuff like that, just as like this like commentator on the sideline, and I was infatuated with him. I don't know if it's Adam Sandler's show or something like that, but Adam Sandler used to be on that show, and Colin Quinn. I know definitely Colin Quinn was on that show, because that's where dude. And I used to run home from school to go to my neighbor's house because we didn't have cable. All right. And watch fucking Remote Control, just this hair of Colin Quinn say obnoxious things to contestants on the show and shit like that. So, you know, I remember when I first met Colin, he told Rich Voss and Jim Norton to stay away from me. One night, okay, I love my big brother. I just love to see where Jim Norton has grown and what he's become and the business and the game. He's always just been a sweetheart. He's always been awkwardly sweet, but always genuine. He looks you in the eyes when he talks to you with a lot of squinting. I don't know what that's for, but he looks you in your eyes when he talks to you. He's very touchy, and he lets you know that he's there. He's always been very compassionate, and it's always had a sincere heart with dealing with me. You know what I mean? But when him and also my other big brother, Rich Voss, I just love that Rich has found the right woman to ride his wild horses. Okay, that fucking lunatic. Dude, I remember one night, I was like 16 and a half, like maybe 17. I'm on 8th Street and 6th Avenue at Gray's Papaya. This is when there used to be 50-cent francs there, okay? At this time, I was still going to high school up in Westchester, all right? And it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Rich Voss and Jim Norton rolls up on me in some red little stupid Corvette. And I go, hey, what's up with you? What are you doing out here? And I was like, nothing. I just got me some hot dogs. What are you up to? Nothing. I'm just hanging out. Want to hang out with us? Where you guys headed? And they said, we're going to the Vault. And I was like, the Vault? Is that a club? And I remember Jim Norton looking back at Rich Voss, and Rich Voss yelling, yes, it's a club, but it's a different kind of club. And I was like, I don't know if I should, because I got to be in school really early in the morning, and I should go home. And it was like, well, if you ever want to hang out with us, you can. All right. And they drove off. All right. So I see these motherfuckers like maybe a week and a half later at the Comedy Cellar, and I see Colin Quinn, and Colin Quinn's there, and I didn't know that Jim Norton and Rich was there. They had some redhead at the bar, some chick at the bar, and I'm just chilling, and I'm just like whatever, and motherfucking. I see Colin Quinn, and Colin is like, hey, what's up with you, kiddo? You getting on stage? I see Colin Quinn, and Colin Quinn's looking at me. He's like, hey, what's up with you, kiddo? You getting on stage, working out your jokes? And, we're bouncing back and forth. And then I see Rich, and I see Jim, and I see them. I was like, oh, those are my friends right there, man. I could have went to hang out with them the other night. And I went over to them, and I said, hey, guys, I'm sorry I couldn't hang out with you guys the other night at the Vault, but if y'all want to go tonight, we can. And then Colin Quinn, it's like, you said what? Yeah, stay away from him. He started yelling at them. Yeah, stay away from him. Don't you go to no Vault. That's a bad place. It's a place where people defecate on each other. It's fetishes. And Jim Norton goes, how do you know if he won't like it? So I'm just in shock and shit like that. I'm just bugging out. Artie Fuqua is downstairs hosting. This is when Artie was a lot skinnier and bouncier with dreads on and shit like that. And I just loved his energy. So I went downstairs to go watch Artie. And also Colin was going on next. So I was down there to watch Colin. So I'm hanging out. I'm down there, whatever, chilling down there for like 45 minutes. I leave the club, maybe the olive tree. I go back upstairs to the olive tree. Jim and them are gone. Just up there hanging out, talking shit. Keith Robinson's around. It's getting late. It's time to go. I'm leaving. I'm walking down McDougal. I'm going to Gray's Papaya to get me some motherfucking 50-cent franks. And as I'm walking down this street, I happen to look to my right into the car, and I see Rich Voss getting a fucking blowjob. And I instantly turn my head around and look forward, and I kind of put a pep in my step a little bit. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And instantly Colin Quinn is in my head. Stay away from them. They're bad people. They're bad people. These are the shit that's ringing out in my head. And then I turn around just to look back one more time. Jim fucking Norton pops up in the back seat, and his head looks up, and I go, oh my God. And I just turn around. Why the fuck is Jim Norton in the back seat? Why Rich Voss is getting a fucking blowjob? How creepy are these guys? How did I know? How did I not know these guys would become my heroes when I become older? With their creepiness. Like, oh my God. Like, comedy, this journey has just been so fucking wild. I've seen so much. Dude, I mean, you know how I first met Rich Voss? I met Rich Voss through this hating ass comic nigga that tried to break my spirit. I'm not going to even say his name. But, the nigga's got a name like a superhero. And he's from New York. And he's a cancer to anything in any situation he's around. That's why he's not been successful in anything that he's done, on top of his arrogance. I'm 15 and a half years old. Going on 16. There was a comedy club out in Long Island called Nakasaki's Jam Rock. Like 1,500 people on a Thursday, my nigga. Packed the fuck out. This is when the Knicks was the Knicks. Anthony Mason, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, Kenny Smith. All those niggas, yeah. New York Knicks, for real. It's this bitch nigga that I was just talking about. We can't get that nigga no shine, not on my light. Nah, not here, homie. You know who you are, ho nigga. It's me, Rich Voss, my boy, my brother, I love him to death, Rich Pierre Lewis. You guys probably see him all in McDonald's commercials and shit like that. And somebody else, Maceo from the Uptown Comedy Club. I'm sorry. Maceo from the Uptown Comedy Club was headlining. All right. Put Rich Lewis on first. I'm so ignorant to the game at this time. I don't know nothing. I'm just bliss, you know. The niggas say, yo, Jim, I'm going to put the white boy on, and then I'm going to put you on after him. And just the way he declassified the nigga by calling him the white boy, I just thought like, oh, all right, I got this. This motherfucker, Rich Voss, goes on stage, all black crowd, all black audience, and gets a standing ovation of 1,500 people that's at the spot on a motherfucking Thursday. Stood these niggas up. I'm a new jack with maybe 3 minutes of material. Maybe. And that material is like playing spades. It's a possible, nigga. It's not even a guaranteed book. Nigga, Rich Voss bodied that bitch. And he ended with this joke right here, nigga. He was like, hey, everybody, do me a favor right now. That's right. y'all know we have a celebrity in the house, and I have to acknowledge him because I've always been a big basketball fan. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Anthony Mason from the New York Knicks. Crowd goes crazy. Crowd nuts. It's bananas in there, my nigga. You would have thought motherfucking Puffy just stepped out. You know what I mean? Yo, it is nuts. 90s, New York, y'all already know what it was, my nigga. 90s, mid-90s, early 90s, New York, Knicks, you already know. The crowd going crazy. Please stand up, man. Give it up for the... Anthony Mason stands up, feeding all into it. The crowd going extra crazy. Yeah! Yo, I'm the new Jack on the sideline. Like, yo, what the fuck am I going to go and say after this? And I'm thinking that he's ending on that. Nope. He goes, hey, man, can you do me a favor? Can you sign my basketball card? And Anthony Mason starts making his way to the stage. And Rich got a Sharpie. He passes him the Sharpie as he's coming up onto the stage. And he goes, yeah, please, can you sign my basketball card? Because, yeah, this is mine right here. And Anthony Mason grabbed it. He was like, yeah, can you sign my Michael Jordan card? Because I'll never meet Michael Jordan in my life. The crowd went bananas. Anthony Mason chasing Rich Voss. Crowd, like the typical Def Comedy Jam. Oh, niggas is crazy. Stomping, throwing shit. It's nuts. I look over to the side to find this whole nigga that's the host. This bitch-ass light-skinned nigga that's the host. This faggot motherfucker that's the host. And this nigga just looked at me and pierced his eyes like Prince in Purple Rain. Better yet, you know how Vince Vaughn looked at the crazy retarded son in Wedding Crashers when the nigga went upstairs, when the nigga was yelling at the motherfucking at the dinner table, and he got up and he's like, I'll be upstairs painting homo things. And he looked at Vince Vaughn, and Vince Vaughn looked at him with this look like, what do you look, why me? Well, the nigga, he kind of just pierced his eyes at me like, yeah, nigga, I got you now. Bro, that nigga, I went on stage, y'all, and I don't know if y'all have ever seen this. I promise y'all nigga, movie shit happens to me in my life. There is some shit I just don't tell people because it's so crazy. It's like, nah, nigga, get the fuck out of here. No one's going to believe me if I say it. Hey, anyway, I go on stage, y'all, and I bombed 3 times in the same set. I got booed 3 times in the same set. It started off slow in the middle of one of my first. Hey, yo, I was like, yo, I fought through the first boo. Stop it. And he stopped it. I was like, don't yell at me. And I got them laughing with me, and they stopped for a moment. And I started to tell a joke again. Boo! It's like the boo got louder that time. It got crazy louder that time. I balanced them out one more time just to get the finish him. And they finished me, nigga. On the drive home, this bitch nigga that was hosting, this whole nigga that was hosting, this light-skinned El DeBarge ass nigga that was hosting go tell me in front of my other comic peers like, yo, man, you should quit comedy, yo. This ain't for you, dog. This ain't for you. You're just not good at this. You should quit. He's telling a 15-year-old kid this. This is a grown-ass nigga, dog. Telling a 15-year-old nigga this. And it broke me, y'all. That shit broke me. I went home. I never cried so hard, niggas. You know the cry like, nigga, where you... That... That shit with the snot and the snot and the tears, nigga. And the fetal position, bro. That's when REM Losing My Religion was out, nigga. So I'm listening to shit like that. That and Toad the Wet Sprocket. Walk on the Ocean. Yeah, this is the soundtrack to my agony at the time. From this bitch-ass nigga, Jameek, a.k.a. JP Justice, trying to break my motherfucking spirit as a 15-year-old. What whole nigga do that to any young comic coming up? I'll be damned if I do that to any of these young niggas. I'd rather not fuck with them. I'd rather stay away from them. His only fame to motherfucking, his claim to fame is wearing a motherfucking Vans motorcycle jacket on Def Comedy Jam. This nigga crazy, bro. This nigga, yo, if I did not believe in myself, bro, yo, son, I could tell y'all niggas, man, listen, bro. Let me say something to you young comics, dog. All right? You got to trust the process. You got to believe in yourself. It's okay to look up to niggas. It's okay to be inspired by other motherfuckers, B. That shit is all Gucci, yo. But find your own voice in the midst of that. And don't second guess your dopeness. These old niggas is intimidated by you niggas. I just never understood why not give them the information if they're looking for it. Why not try to assist them in building towards their dreams if they're applying themselves to build towards their dreams? It's just, you know, producer Mike the producer, motherfucking, he was talking about something about these young comics, like, just about, what was you saying earlier, Mike? Get in the mic there, man. What was you saying, man?
No, I was saying that, you know, what's it like for like a comic nowadays? If you're a young kid coming up, are you like, where would you point a kid? What direction, you know?
It's so crazy right now in comedy right now, you know, to point these kids in any direction because they all think they got the blueprint. They saying that they got social media. Social media done fucked the whole game up, man. But it helped the game in the same way. But it's ruined the game where these self-proclaimed stars are out here living in their own heads. You know why? Because of numbers. Today's society is driven off of how many likes a nigga got. I saw a fucking episode of this show called Black Mirrors, where this white bitch was going crazy to get approvals for likes and all that shit. It was crazy. It was so relevant to what society is right now. I would tell these kids to stay true to the craft. Find the craft. Find out, and I wouldn't just say it to them. I would say it to all of the motherfuckers that's out here living their dream. Fuck chasing your dreams. Those days is over. If you're chasing your dreams, when are you going to be able to live them? Live them now. They're your dreams. The fuck you chasing yours for when they're yours? You don't got to chase nothing that's yours. Live it. I would say to the motherfuckers that's out here living this shit right now, that's up in the game, to them too. Go back to basics. Go back into your room when you used to play the imaginary games with make believe characters and honing your craft and building your vision for this opportunity to live your dream. Stay as pure as you can and as honest to you. Don't want to be nothing else, dog. Watch out for the motherfucking heathens in the games, the users and the creeps, all of that shit, dog. Niggas will utilize you just because you got a motherfucking car. You know you not funny. You know you not funny. And this nigga got you on the road. He ain't even paying you. Giving you $50 for gas. The fuck out of here, bro. You ain't on his team or nothing. You're a hired mercenary at his mercy. But these niggas, y'all young niggas sell y'all got to stop prostituting yourselves. I know you got to do it to a certain extent, but have some morals. Don't let these niggas get that off. Especially you young niggas that know that you got something on stage, that you're funny. You'll know when you're funny, my nigga, because they're going to stop wanting to give you stage time. You'll know when you're funny. You'll know when you're not funny. A lot of you niggas know you're not funny, but you go act comfortably confused. This is one thing I'm going to say. I'm not saying I'm the funniest nigga ever, dog. But what I am saying is I'm dope on that stage. I'm original and I'm me. And it took me a minute to get here, dog. You know how many days and nights I used to bomb, nigga? You know how many different styles I had to switch up? So many other niggas tapping into that style and this style and that style I was creating, and I just said, fuck that. I'm just going all the way me on stage. Niggas can't, nigga do that. Now we know you jacking my shit, my niggas. But it was a process. Appreciate bombing, my niggas. Ain't no, that come with the game. I know it hurt. It's all about that pride, but check your pride at the door, nigga. This isn't a game about pride. Once you realize that the craft that you're honing is for the people, pride disappears. It no longer exists because you know that the gift is no longer for you, it's for others. So it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me to just see how you niggas is really trying to make it a it thing. Nah, man. Young niggas, I'm going to say this to y'all too. To you niggas that know you're not funny, don't rush your come up. Don't rush your come up. I know a lot of y'all niggas is out here watching these comedy specials and shit like that. Like, who is this motherfucker? They are horrible. How'd they get on? it's so crazy. It was so crazy how, you know, I'm a strong believer in if you keep hustling, you get what you deserve, right? But my nigga, if you out here hustling and you know you got trash, you a foul nigga. You a foul motherfucker. So what, you got that hustle endurance, but you pumping trash. My nigga, any nigga on the motherfucking block, it's just like, it's like my nigga.com says, entrepreneur. Any entrepreneur out here that know, when you go and you set up on a block, nigga, you bring that work. You bring that work. That work. Just because you got spots that you could pump work out of, don't mean you go and pump work out of them if your work is weak. You fucking up the hood. You fucking the community up. Now, if you got that block work, my nigga, go and pump that block work. Get it out there. A lot of niggas is getting on because they know how to hustle and they're around the right people and they know how to brown nose and all that shit, but they not ready. And because the motherfuckers is so uncomfortable around motherfuckers being real with them, I know there's a lot of motherfuckers in here, people, but bear with me, you motherfuckers. But, you know, a lot of people are uncomfortable with reality around them. So they'd rather be around some hoe shit and light some hoe shit so that they can still stay in a comfort place, knowing this is some horrible shit they just lit. Don't rush your come up, little niggas. Like, wait your time, man. And when it's your time, it's your time. And don't be looking around when you seeing other niggas get their shit and you're like, yo, what's for them is what's for them, and what's for you is what's for you. If you're gonna get in the game, come in it with pure intentions, man. Come in it with the love of the art to motherfucking genuinely want to make people happy. Don't come in this shit wanting to become a star tomorrow. Nah, man. Get your lottery ticket and wait your motherfucking turn for your numbers to hit. If you stick around long enough playing the same number, guess what? You go hit. On that note, my niggas, thank y'all for coming out, checking the motherfucking another episode of Fire in a Hole. I want to say this, and this is imperatively important. Before we get out of here, we have to start doing this because you guys, you are the machine that keep us alive. And I can't express to you guys enough. I can't express to you guys enough what you mean to the whole team over here, man, for bringing this whole dream, this whole movement to life. You know, I want to take this time right now, and I want to shout out just a few of our family members that's just been out here holding the show down, really behind the show. When I told y'all I'm looking for 1,000 strong that's behind the movement, this is what I'm talking about. Family members like this, yo. Yo, who we got over here, B? Who we got? Mike, the producer. Yo, G Money. Who we got? What's up? Mike acting weird, man. What the fuck is going on?
All right. A couple people on Twitter have been really good to us on Twitter and Instagram. We got OVO Cool Cat.
Yeah, he been riding with me since Legions of Skank days and shit.
We got Oludison Fashusi. I hope I'm saying that right. I mean, it's fucking hard to say, so I'm sorry.
Just hit the yo when you hit the handle, when you mention their name, spell out their handle so people can go and follow them, man.
All right, we got at OLUTOSINFASHUSI. And then we got our guy Jonas Sandberg 79.
Oh man, That's our dude. He does a lot of our artwork, you know what I mean? But our lead artwork lady is Callie. Shout out to Hood Goody. You niggas looking for some dope ass 80s apparel like Borderlines, Madonna kind of shit. Definitely go check out Hood_hoodie Goody. You know, shout out to Callie, man. Fat shout out to her. But Jonas, man, he really shows a lot of love.
Yeah, he doesn't like to be shouted out really on Twitter and stuff. He said he doesn't really want that social media presence, but we got to give him something.
Yeah, we do,
He does
man.
a lot for us. He really
and his
does.
son is his son is a little fucking model. Linus is a little fucking model, dog. I
Yeah.
swear to God. Yeah, who else? Who else we got?
Chris Kaleski. I think
Chris
I'm
is
saying that.
always
He's on top of shit on Twitter.
he's always out there riding for us, dog.
Steve Torelli, he makes a lot of pictures for Compound Media. He made some for us.
Steve, I asked him to do some shit for. He had the first Fire in a Hole little joint
The
with
Photoshop,
me. Yeah. Shout out to Steve, man. Shout out to him helping out the homie Kevin Brennan. And crazy ass Brian P. McCarthy over there at Burning Bridges.
We got Comedy Killed Me on Twitter. That guy's on top. Everything we fucking put out, he's on top of shit.
He shows me nothing but love, bro. For real, my G.
Bearded Humor on Twitter and Instagram.
That's family. It's
Yeah.
from Ashley, Larry, Donnell Rollins family. Like, yeah, that's family right there. He's all love.
Joe Hill, a lot on Instagram. He shows us a lot of love.
That's the young kings. That's the young underground kings,
Yep,
man.
Underground Kings of Comedy.
Yeah,
they're
Those
on
are
top
my.
of us on
Those are my.
Instagram too.
He's real good, brother. Him and my nigga K Smith. They got a little movement up at Harlem Nights. You know, they just everybody. They just giving a lot of the underground comics a place, a venue, a voice. You know, I really like what they're doing, and a lot of vets treat them like they're the fucking oddballs or whatever, but the truth of the matter is they're doing the justice for the community, so I always support them in what they're doing, and, you know, I come out for the low for them, you know.
We got our guy Bedhead.
That's my little nigga. He crazy. You know he crazy, right?
I could see
but,
that, yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? You ever see Braveheart? You remember the scene where the two motherfuckers came in from the wilderness and one was like, hey, my wife brought me this. And the other nigga's got a knife. Was like, are you Irish? This is my land. And just that he the crazy nigga. Yeah, that followed William Wallace into the wilderness and killed the other nigga that came in with him. You know him? Yeah, that bedhead. That's my nigga right there. Ride or die.
We got D Nero 361.
Always.
A lot of love on Instagram.
Always.
Who else we got? Kendama Odyssey. He's always on top of shit on Twitter. Just Odyssey on Twitter, I think his name shows up as.
He's a monster. He's a fucking monster.
And I think these two guys are newer, but they DM'd us like the second we dropped on Halloween at Drestaro, Drestaro. And this guy, Ryan, who's at Dead Last Crew. And they just hit us up on Twitter with some, like, showing us a lot of love and, like, really about the podcast.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So, yeah, we love that shit, so.
So, yo, man, what we want y'all to do is, you know, drop us a line, man, at fireintheholeny@gmail.com. You know, get at us or hit us up on our social media. fireintheholeny. IG and Twitter,
yep.
Motherfucking, and we want to shout y'all out. Y'all family. If y'all fucking with us, fuck with us. We ain't looking for no sideways shit, no weirdo shit. You know what I mean? We really appreciate y'all. Y'all family, man. Keep the motherfucking love going. Stop complaining about the world and combat it with love. Nothing but love, y'all. Fire in the hole, another episode down. We love y'all. We out. Thanks, everybody, for listening again, man. Keep sending in all your music, your artwork, and everything. I just want to shout out this band right here. They sent in their music, and look what we doing. We motherfucking playing they shit because that's what we do. Family, supporting family. Reaper and Jay, y'all already know. This is y'all motherfuckers right here. This is a little tribute to Fire in the Hole. What else, niggas? What?